All right. Welcome back to another episode of Chin Checkers. Y'all already know who it is. Mr. Get That Work. Hawk Von Dame. You are you. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. All that good stuff. And let's get right to it, man. The one
Let's go.
person that should have won, that
Yes.
everybody was expecting to win,
Yes.
lost. And I'm not
Badly.
gonna rip him too much. But
No, we gonna rip him.
nah, I'm not. I'm gonna be good because he's up there in age, 38. He's giving us, you know, not the best performance skill wise, but entertainment wise, he's always given us plenty of entertainment to go by. So I don't want to rip him too much. But I will say this: right after Wilder had lost, one thing came in mind, something that you have said over and over times on this show.
Yep.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
You always say, and I'm quoting, don't like to wait for the big fights.
Yep.
That shit hit home, bro. That shit hit home.
The moment I tweeted it, Parker almost knocks fucking knocks Wilder's fucking head off. Clear, almost takes him out. And then he starts wailing on him. I forgot what round it was, but I was like, if you know boxing's the easiest sport to bet on. The problem is you don't know what's in someone's basement. And while you brought up age, do you really think it's age? Because Wilder physically still looked good. He came in at weight. It's just he threw 50 punches. He threw less punches than Shakur.
Now, that actually, I'm gonna say his physical shape, even though they said he was 213, for some reason he looked. The best word I could come up with is frail. He looked frailer than usual to me.
But I think what you're referring to is energy, because he definitely looked tamed, because his name is him, Wilder. He is wild. He got in the ring and looked like he retired in that first round. He walked around. I don't think he threw a single punch that first round. And normally when Wilder ever had a fight, there was a moment where he's calm and he looks calm, and then all hell breaks loose on his face. He's someone who can't hide it. When he's gonna punch you, he gets demonstrative with his looks. He gets real wild with his punches. He throws from all angles. That motherfucker did not show up. And then during the press conference, sound like someone who retired fucking 5 fights ago.
Yeah.
He brought up ayahuasca. Now I'm in a good place. I'm good with money. I'm happy. What the fuck that had to do with you not throwing no punches, man?
He turned into Adrian Broner that night. I think we just watched a done fighter, man. He's done.
Yeah, 100% agree. And the wag part is how I say you don't ever wait is because regardless if he fought AJ and gave that performance, it gives us closure to what we've been wanting for 10 years. Yeah. I could go on a list, and this is why I tweeted it after you don't wait for the fight. Boxing never delivers. It was so rare that you get a bunch of super fights like Ali, Frazier, Leonard Hearns, Duran, the Big Four. Then you get into a watered down version, but at least they still fought with De La Hoya for Mosley, Trini. Then after that, it was no more super fights. We didn't get any super fights. It was a whole bunch of aging superstars then fighting each other. And I'm so disappointed we didn't get closure, man. I'm so disappointed. And to be honest, he didn't come out and say it, but I hope he retires. It reminded me of when Tyson was fighting and getting beat up by sparring partners. and he was just like, "Yo, I'm in the ring for money." We know Wilder is not in the ring for money, but
Right.
it's the feeling. He doesn't feel the same way.
No, he definitely doesn't. He didn't look the same way. He didn't, like you said, the vibe, the energy. And honestly, my biggest criticism, not just Wilder, I feel like it's his corner.
And the jab, the jab wasn't filling in blank spaces a lot of times, because every time Deontay threw the straight right hand, Joseph Parker would duck for the jab and make him duck into it, and hopefully you can bring him up and run him into the missile. But this shit is easy said than done, man. I love this fucking game, though.
I don't know where was the energy from his corner. Like, it was the like, yo, you need to throw, you need to pick up the work, we need you to step it up, we need you to change it around. If he really wanted to win that fight, where was the energy in the corner to really push him and motivate him? I didn't see any urgency in the corner at all, even in the last round. I didn't feel any urgency.
It's crazy because I felt that way, but now that you put it in perspective, I think someone should have told them, like, yo, we don't have it no more, because they see it. And at the very least, they should have showed some urgency, but they didn't, man. And I'm a little disappointed in that. I'm disappointed with that whole fight altogether, because I was on my way to win like $700. I just kept re-betting and betting, and then the Wilder one, I really doubled down on. Like, it's no way Parker's gonna go 12 rounds without getting clipped once. Then this motherfucker ain't throw no punches, so I'm down 400 for the night, man.
Because, you know, Wilder made it definitely easy. He didn't throw any punches. I don't get it. But, you know, now most likely we're not going to see the fight. We're not going to see Wilder and AJ. Do you think AJ goes for the winner of Usyk and Fury?
I don't. It's gonna sound stupid, but I think he's talked about legacy.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna happen is another money fight. I could see very easily a build up to go back to Saudi Arabia, and Your Excellency will have AJ versus the fucking Cinderella story, Francis Ngannou, for another big ass event during the summer. I could see that. And to be honest, at this point, you don't want to get back in the ring with Usyk. Usyk, even though you know the blueprint, you're getting older. He shows to have trouble with people that move. And Tyson Fury don't look like the same animal neither. The biggest fight out there, it sounds stupid, is Ngannou.
Wow.
Am I bugging, or what are you thinking?
Money wise, yeah, I think that's the biggest fight. Him and Fury, if Fury was to win against Usyk. A good fight, which it would be good but dangerous, would be the Big Bang.
That's another. Yeah, that's too dangerous for him.
That's a dangerous.
That's too dangerous. Oh, shit. Bro, just imagine how.
But he doesn't move, which can help AJ, but it's still a dangerous fight.
Nah, man. Yo, we talked about AJ real quick. AJ's performance was the best we've seen in years, bro. He threw combinations.
Absolutely.
He countered. I was like, man.
Yeah, his straight right hand was money that night.
Yes. And I was wondering, why didn't he do that punch more? That same punch, because that's what he knocked out Charles Martin with, was the counter right on the southpaw. Why he didn't do that against Usyk more, but add counter punches to it?
I mean, that fight card was a great fight card. Shout out to DAZN, even though they had audio technical problems near the end. But the fight that I talked about before the show that I was really interested in, I couldn't pick a winner, was Dubois and Baby Miller.
Let's rip him. I'm ripping people.
Oh, ripping? Oh, we gonna rip him?
I'm ripping him. I'm ripping him.
Yeah. Well, like you said, coming in at that size is probably not the best thing to do, but I give him credit because he got a chin and a half, because he was taking some clean ass shots.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he didn't go down. But I give him credit for that. But go ahead,
Yo,
Rip, man.
Dubois is over. I'm
Oh
done with him,
shit! Wait,
man.
talk about
Fuck that
you
guy,
ripping
man.
Dubois?
Yeah, fuck that guy, bro. What the fuck, man? Yo,
Oh shit!
oh my god, boxing is pretty. When it's funny because me and you say this all the time, where we're watching a fight and we say something, and the announcer says it 30 seconds later.
Yeah,
And it's because when you know the sport and you watching something, you know what you're watching, you know what you're seeing. Dubois should easily beat Gerald Miller. No disrespect to Gerald Miller. This is the biggest he's been in a while. It's the biggest. He's coming off of a huge layoff. He didn't look good his last fight. Regardless of Dubois getting knocked out, he didn't look awful. He looked okay. And even, technically in some people's eyes, pulled off an upset.
right.
Why the fuck did he fight the way that he fought? Why was he wrestling with Gerald Miller for the first 9 rounds? What was this weird pushing match and leading with his head?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for him, but at
Are
the
you
end
gonna
of the
defend
fight,
the bullshit?
at the end of the fight, my man said not once but twice, and even one of the commentary team guys pointed out, he did it for he showed that he had heart, and he said it twice. He wanted this fight for him was more like I need to show that I'm a tough guy. I'm not a quitter. So maybe those emotions played a part in how he fought. Yes, he should have fought more smart. He should have fought more intelligent because he was much quicker than him. But he made it tougher fight, but he didn't quit. So,
Bro, if you just move one step to the left, one step to the right, or jab, that's not running. That's not running. You're literally the same distance, just on the side of the guy.
he wanted to show that he was tough, bro.
Then throw more punches. You don't headbutt the guy 20 times. That's not tough. This isn't UFC. Why the fuck the ref didn't say anything? I think at some point Gerald Miller should have just faked it and walked away with holding his head or something to get some kind of sympathy from the ref. The ref was just letting this motherfucker headbutt him every time. Hard. Yo, that fight was supposed to be stopped like 4 rounds before it got stopped, man. The dude was tailor-made for him, bro. Oh my God. And I want to say this about Gerald Miller. He's not the most skilled, and you talked about his toughness. I just feel like if this would have been a couple years ago, forget the whole PD allegations. If it just would have been a younger, more fresher fighter, I think he stops Dubois. I think he just stopped him and would have broke him. He was on top of him. He just was gassed out. His punches looked like noodle worms. He had nothing left.
Right.
And that started like around the 6th round. Man, I'm out with Dubois. I can see Francis Ngannou knocking his ass. So I'm on the Francis Ngannou train, man. Fuck this guy, man. I was so disappointed with that. I won money too.
Yeah.
I damn near lost my voice because I bet the knockout.
And you got the last knockout in the last 8 seconds.
Bro, I'm yelling at the TV like, go for it! Go for it! Yo, I almost fucking died. Everyone came downstairs looking at me like, what's up? I'm like, it's fucking turd, bro. Jesus.